In this video, we would like to present 3 ways in which you can gain direct access to your true nature, given some practice. In a previous video, we described this true nature in more detail, but let's do a quick review of what we mean by that. According to philosophical idealism, the only thing that exists is consciousness. Our existence as temporary alters, localizations of this consciousness, are parts of the activity of that conscious awareness. In reality, according to idealism, we are all one, such that that one being is the absence of all separation, which is the meaning of happiness. Happiness is found as our true selves. As humans, we also have 3 ways of experiencing the world, namely perception, thought, and emotion. Consciousness, as reality, is also the idealized form of these 3 means of experiencing, but they are most often obscured by the constant activity of our egoic minds. If our minds are calmed, we can see that perception leads to beauty, thought leads to truth, and emotion leads to love. So our true nature is that which we seek in so many ways, and meditation allows us access to this true self. If you would like more information on these reviewed concepts, please follow the link to our Who Am I video, and if you are a philosophical materialist, you may want to back up to our Questions for the Materialist playlist. Let's now explore several forms of true nature exploration through meditation. The first form of meditation is the most common, which is called the progressive path. This begins as a separate self or ego performing a given activity like a mantra or mindful breathing, which is used to calm the mind's activity by attending to one object. Once that activity has been calmed, there may exist a feeling of empty space through which one can then access awareness, one's true being. This form of meditation is an active process, a doing with an extroverted, object-oriented focus, and is dependent on the idea that one can progress to one's true state by first interacting with one's own egoic mental states, which then lead you progressively to your true nature. The next type of meditation is the direct path, and is called that because it has no direct object that the egoic mind directs attention towards. Attention is directed from the mind back to the source, which is our singular attention itself. This is not an extroversion of attention towards an object, but rather an introversion of attention towards one's true nature. The attention is relaxed and not object-focused. This type of meditation might involve self-inquiry, such as, who am I really? What is it that cannot be removed from me? What element of my experience remains continuously present throughout the 3 states of waking, dreaming, and sleeping? The thought, I am, leads you from the mind to the referent. This type of meditation is also an act of doing, as it requires travel from the egoic mind to one's true self, though more directly. In the third type of meditation, sometimes referred to as the Pathless Path, awareness does not assume the form of the mind at all, and the attention is neither focused outwards on an object, nor does it subside inwards toward its source. It simply remains as it is without doing anything. In fact, it could be considered non-meditation, as there is nothing for the mind to do or to cease doing. It is a recognition of what we essentially are, as long as we are not tied up in our own experiences or our limited minds, and is what the 2 earlier forms of meditation lead toward, but without any preparatory steps. For many, if not most of us, what we are, our essential being or self, is so thoroughly mixed up with and, as a result, qualified by the content of experience that we do not know our true self clearly. It is this lack of clear self-knowledge that is responsible for the dissatisfaction, the sorrow, and the conflict that causes us to undertake a meditation practice in the first place. All that is necessary is to discern the I am in the midst of all experience. When we say, I am walking down the street, the I am is present there, albeit qualified by the activity of walking down the street. When we say, I am a mother or I am a father, the I am is present there, albeit qualified by a particular relationship. When we say, I am lonely, sad, or agitated, the I am is present there, albeit qualified by an emotion. This third form of meditation, or non-meditation, is the effortless way. Meditation is no longer considered an activity of the mind. It is understood simply to be what we are. All other meditations are a preparation for this recognition. We cannot make an effort to be what we already are. Being what we are does not require practice, effort, or maintenance. Anything that you can take a step towards is not yourself. It's like standing up and trying to take a step towards oneself. Why would you do that? Don't meditate, simply be. You are awareness, which is the subject of all objects. Don't do anything such as qualifying your being, which necessarily becomes an object in your egoic mind. The mind should be at an effortless rest. All that is necessary is to recognize the I am in all experience. That is, only gradually in most cases will it become clear that meditation is what we are, not what we do, and that the separate self or finite mind is what we do, not what we are. What this means is that the greatest thing that we can desire is already a given and is accessible now. In conclusion, on the progressive path, we look outwards towards an object. On the direct path, we look inwards. On the pathless path, we remain in our own being. We are each on our own journey, so find the one that works best for you in this moment and keep experimenting. And please do us a favor and like and share this video and subscribe to Consciousness Squared.